Okay, this is the one of our branches. This is one of my friends and our client. So we have been known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
So he has been receiving and sending money through our offices. Are you happy with that?
I'm really impressed. Each time I come here, I'm really treated like a brother. And I really enjoy that. Yeah, that's why.
Hello everyone, again I'm with you. As you know, I'm Daleen and I represent Venture Voices. Today we will be with Mr. Umut.
Mr. Ali, welcome. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Have a seat.
Thank you for letting me see.
Okay, yes, Mr. Umut. Are you doing good today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm well. As you know, today we said that let's have an interview about your experience, what you have done with Mr. Umut, because if I'm not wrong, last time I read something about you, I was like, who is Mr. Umut? I was so curious, and today I'm glad to have you with us at Venture Voices to tell us more about your experience. Can you explain us or give us some details about your experience? Who is Mr. Umut? What is your background? Tell us more about your background.
Okay, first of all, welcome and thank you very much for this interview. And thank you very much for your valuable time. And I wish you the best for your channel. So I'm pretty sure that you will have more and more success in the future, or not in the future, very soon. So who is Umut Akkuş? Umut Akkuş was born in 1992 in Istanbul. So once I completed my university, I was working in the hotel sector. So then in 2016, end of 2016, once I came back from London, UK, so I started money transfer business.
Okay, why money transfer business? What was your inspiration? Why not do it in another business?
Okay, and first of all, it was very interesting to me. And you know, once you are expat in another country, you are sending money to your family or who needs the money back in your country.
Okay.
So when I was in London, I was working, so and I was sending money to my family here. Okay, so once I was going to this shop and the shop was super full every day.
I can
As a
figure it out.
Turkish, as a Turkish man, you know, so it took my attention. It was very interesting to me. So the owner of the shop was a Turkish person. Yeah. So I asked him how to do it. So he was afraid, you know, come on, are you gonna do next to me? I said, no, calm down, you know. So he explained me how to open, how to apply, how to run the business. We are not getting touch still. Maybe he will not remember me because it was back in 2016, you know, 2015 actually. So I came back to Turkey in 2016. Then I started this business.
In Turkey.
Yeah, in Turkey.
Okay, I understand you studied in Turkey, but if I'm not wrong at that time, there weren't that much foreigners in Turkey. So what were your biggest challenges at that time?
Oh, there were plenty big challenges, you know, it's not easy, you know, how to convince the people, you know. So once I told my friend and family that I'm going to have the money transfer office, and the first question was, why they will send the money through your office? Who are you, you know? So I was zero knowledge about this. And then, and during that time, my brother moved to United States. So he was in college in LA. So he needed the money. And before I opened this business, you know, I found out on Google Maps the place, because I went several banks. They are not allowed to do it, you know. You are an expat here too, you know. It's not easy to make a transaction
Yeah.
through the bank, especially they don't speak. Most of the officers, they don't speak English. So I went to place and I was thinking to open one off like this, and maybe it's a God sign. So I made my transaction. I sent money to my brother, cousin, and I saw the promotion on the desk.
Really?
Yeah.
It was your day.
Yeah, I said, God, I accept this one. So
It was a good one.
yeah, I took to promotion paper. So I emailed the company And that time, they were the first company that opened, they took the license from the Central Bank of Turkey as a money transmitter license. So I emailed them, they also surprised, you know. So I was 24 years old, they were surprised. Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
24 years old.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. It was a challenge. So then I had a car, very small car, and I said, I'm gonna sell it and I will invest to this business. And everybody were thinking that I'm super crazy. It will, you know, I will make the bankruptcy in 3-4 months because I don't have that enough money in my store to make a money transfer. I mean, transactions.
Just
You know?
took the risk.
And then I found a place back in Aksaray, you know,
Yeah,
where the whole story starts.
Exactly, crowded
Yeah.
places with lots of foreigners, especially coming from almost everywhere.
Almost everywhere, exactly. You cannot say not Africans or Russians or Europeans. So once you are a foreigner, you first come to Aksaray, you know. So I was born and raised up in Aksaray. This is my benefit, maybe therefore I speak different languages, you know. So I speak English and Russian fluently. And then I found a place inside of the first floor. I mean inside of the building, in first floor.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I said I'm gonna do it here, you know. And nobody thought that the client will come from the stairs and they will make the transaction inside of the first floor. It's not the same like that we are having in downstairs at the moment, you know. So, and I started. So once I started, I met with the African people, I met with, you know, some Soviet countries, people like Uzbekistan,
Balkans.
yeah, Balkans. You know, business, it's all about trust.
Exactly.
So, you know what was the benefit of me? I'm a good I have the good communication with the people. So they trust me. I was speaking with them English, I was speaking with them Russian, so they were surprising me, you know?
Exactly, because it's not, and I guess at that time it wasn't easy to find a Turkish person speaking foreign languages,
Yeah,
and yeah, it was good for
Yeah.
you, I guess, so very benefit for you.
yeah. And I was young, you know, so especially African people, I benefit from them, they benefited from me. I still having very good connection with them, you know, so I helped them a lot, they helped me a lot, you know. So after a while I took, oh, I have the money, you know. So
Exactly.
once I opened the office, it was a big challenge, that was your question. I did not have the money. I opened the money transfer office, but I had no money, you know. So after 8 months, 9 months, I checked, oh, I'm having the money right now. And they were talking about the Mecidiyeköy region, this area, where the foreigner people lives here too, you know.
Yes.
So after like 10 months, I opened up my second branch. So it was going good, you know.
Very fast.
Yeah, because and the money transfer offices was not exist like now, you know. So there were a demand on the market. So it was risky here too. So I just entered, you know. So after 1.5 years, everybody trusts me and they say, oh, I have this money, what to invest, how to do it, you know. So I passed from this challenge, but challenge will never end. We will learn something till we die. This is what I believe. I'm still having some other challenges.
Definitely. So, what is your key factors for your business to keep it going? Your key factors for your business?
What is the exact question, key factors? I mean, like to have the clients or?
No, not having the clients. Actually, you start in Excel, okay? Then immediately you open a new branch in Mecidiyeköy.
Yeah.
And if I'm not wrong, you do have three branch, right?
Yeah.
So what is your key factor? What helps you to go so fast?
Okay.
Or you just decide to take the risk to open a new branch because there are a lot of foreigners in that place? Tell me.
Okay.
Or do you analyze your market to know exactly where to place your branches?
Okay, of course I do a little bit analyze, but once I see the chance, I never delay. This is the key factor, you know. If you delay any sector, once you delay, you lose. You have to analyze how much you're gonna lose you never know how much you will win, because I have been witness. They made the analyze, they investigate, they make report, but once you go into the market, it doesn't work, especially in Middle East, in Turkey. I mean, Turkey is not the Middle East, but we have this kind of mentality.
Okay.
It's a benefit sometimes, but sometimes it's not benefit,
Okay.
So the key factor, I'm super fast, I take risk, I go for it, because I know what I am going to lose. But of course, once you take the risk, then I go for it. That's my key factor.
The win isn't certain, but the risk you already know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you know how much you're gonna lose in 1 year, so take the risk. This is what you're gonna lose,
Exactly, but we never know exactly what you're gonna win. But
Yeah.
the win might be twice the value of what you will lose.
Yeah.
It's always better to take the risk, definitely.
It might be much more than twice, trust me. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you are mixing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now my question is, what will be your advice for any young people who would like to start a business, their own business? What would be your advice for them? Beside-
Thank you very much for asking this question, because I'm still young enough, so I'm still having the experience, So my advice, they shouldn't waste the time. Time is the money. Time is very important. Even I did some businesses, so I was a little late, I could take the action before I think. I mean, before delay the time, before lose the time, So my advice, if they need to ask their heart, not their brain, If their heart is saying do it, let's do it,
Definitely. Based on your experience, I guess you had to work a lot, okay? And you might not have time for your personal life. How do you manage all of this?
24 hours is enough for a businessman, Once you wake up around 7 or 6 o'clock, you still have 2 hours to go to gym and get ready for the day, And nowadays day starts around 9, 10 o'clock. So, I mean, if you set your time, there is time for everything. This is what I believe.
Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you very much. I guess everyone will find something from your interview because you said a lot interesting. But I will ask you a personal question. I'm saying personal, but it's not that personal because it's about your inspiration. Who's your motivator? Who is inspiring you?
Oh, that's a good question. Of course, there's some people that I am really taking them as an icon to me. I mean, really. But if you want to inspire, you can inspire from anything. I mean, first of all, you have to. I have the faith in my soul. I do believe in God. So this is my inspiration for me. I mean, God shows me someone to inspire me. He can be Elon Musk, he can be other persons, So, the other question was a challenge. So, once I started, I checked these big companies, So once I get into this, then I figured out they're not that big enough, So I said, I can do it, So this is inspiring me, still inspiring me.
And
So
you
I
prove yourself that you could do it, you did it,
Exactly.
and you keep going.
Exactly. And so we started our first company in end of 2016, and once we are in 2021, so I decided to make a cash store, and I don't want to. I mean, I said to myself, I don't want to be as a money transfer agency or representative, So I said I want to be the money transfer headquarter, because I have worked with different companies in Turkey. So I have seen that how slow they are. I mean, how they are not corporate,
I understand.
Yes.
But actually, if I'm not wrong, for the present time, we are facing some economic problem in Turkey.
Mhm.
mostly the inflation, everything. So it doesn't affect your business.
Of course it does affect, but there is always chance in the market. You know, you can make it, you can turn this situation to benefit you. You know, I mean, look, while there is inflation, I mean, of course I was doing money, but money lose the value, even dollar, euro, everything lose the value against the inflation, as you said. So I did some real estate investment. So during the COVID-19, while everyone were afraid to invest the money and they were holding like it will finish, it's the end of the universe, which is not. So there will be time, there will be always empty space to double your money. I mean, I'm not saying go invest to real estate, but I have seen how people were running from the real estate, and I have seen the chance, then I invest, I doubled my money. And while I was doubling, I am, you know, we are making money in downstairs and my other money transfer offices. So there will be always problem like this, so you can benefit for yourself.
Okay, that's good.
But you have to have enough knowledge. I mean, let's say once I opened back in 2016, my agencies, you know, I was doing good money, but I was partying as most of the young people, you know. So I didn't have the knowledge that I'm having right now. Maybe after 5 years, I will turn back and I will say to myself, oh, you know, that was wrong, you did wrong. So I can say myself, you know. So I spend a lot of money for very, very stupid situations, you know. So
you have learned from them also.
exactly.
So now we can say that those moments, those investment, let's say, I don't want to say waste money, they help you, they contribute to that
Yeah.
person you are right now.
Yeah,
We can call them as a step,
yeah,
but you must wake up early. Then that step get over you.
exactly, exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
So thank you for your valuable time. It was a
Thank you
pleasure
very
to
much.
learn about who is Mr. Umut, what he's doing, cashier, and hopefully the next time it will be another interview about one
Next
of
time,
your.
next time will be that we will get the authorization from the Central Bank of Turkey. So we will get our license. So we will invite you again as authorized by the Central Bank of Turkey by the grace of God.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for having me in your channel. I wish you the best and more success and more blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Alright.
God will give you that license.
Amen.